Hello everyone, today we are doing a House of the Dragon video, the Game of Thrones prequel. George R.R. Martin recently discussed how many dragons we will be seeing in the prequel, a whopping 17. So I'm going to go over some of them, give size comparisons, and go over their riders. But before that, remember to like the video, it helps out the channel a lot, and subscribe, and yada yada yada, let's get to it. The first dragon we will be going over is Vhagar. Vhagar was born in 52 BC, so this means he was born 52 years before Aegon's conquest, which is him taking over the Seven Kingdoms with fire and blood. The show takes place around 129 AC, which means after Aegon's conquest. So Vhagar will be about 181 years old, making her the oldest dragon alive in the show. Vhagar is a she-dragon named after one of the old gods of Valyria. Valyria is the place dragons originated from. It is also where Targaryens originated from before they left for Westeros. Vhagar will be the largest dragon we will see in the show and is the second largest dragon that we know of, Balerion the Black Dread being the biggest. Though by the time the Dance of the Dragons, the Targaryen Civil War happens, Vhagar was said to be almost as large. Vhagar was a veteran of 100 battles, hardening her. At this time, no other dragon could match her ferocity or her size. Vhagar was initially ridden by Visenya Targaryen, one of Aegon the Conqueror's sister wives. During the time period House of the Dragon takes place in, Rhaenyra Balerion rode the great beast. Rhaenyra is the daughter of Corlys Balerion and Rhaenys Targaryen. She's also the wife of Prince Daemon Targaryen, also known as the Rogue Prince. The other person who rode Vhagar during this time was Prince Aemond Targaryen, also known as Aemond One-Eye. He is the son of King Viserys Targaryen and Queen Alicent Hightower. The next dragon is Vermithor, also known as the Bronze Fury. The male dragon was born around 30 AC, making it one of the oldest and largest dragons alive during the show. Only Vhagar beating him in both of those categories. The dragon has bronze scales and tan wings. His flame was capable of melting steel and stone. The old king Jaehaerys Targaryen first rode Vermithor until his death in 103 AC. The dragon remained riderless until the Dragonseed Project, which were people who were bastards of House Targaryen and House Balerion that got an opportunity to try and claim a dragon. This was created by Jaehaerys Balerion because he believed his side of the Targaryen Civil War needed more dragon riders. Some died trying to claim Vermithor until a blacksmith's bastard, Hugh Hammer, was able to mount the beast. The next dragon is known as the Cannibal. It is one of the wild dragons living on Dragonstone. A wild dragon is a dragon that has never had a rider. Though many had tried to claim the cannibal as their mount, none succeeded. The small folk gave the dragon its name as it would feast on dead or newborn dragons and their eggs. It is not known how old the dragon is, or if it's even from the same lineage as the rest of the Targaryen dragons. It is the oldest of the three wild dragons living on Dragonstone. It is the third largest dragon we will see in House of the Dragon, but we probably won't see a lot of it because it has no rider. Its scales are black and it has green eyes. The next dragon is called Sheepstealer, which is another wild dragon. The small folk gave the dragon its name because he enjoyed the taste of sheep. The dragon was born when Jaehaerys Targaryen, the old king, was young. So that puts the dragon around 90 years old when the show is taking place. Sheepstealer will be the fourth biggest dragon we will see in the show. Its scales are described as a mud brown color. Like the other wild dragons, many have tried claiming Sheepstealer and many have died because of it. However, a bastard girl named Nettles is able to mount the creature. She was part of the Dragonseed Project I mentioned earlier. The next dragon is Silverwing. It is a female dragon that has silver scales. The dragon was born around 36 AC, so the dragon is around 90 years old when the show is taking place. The dragon will be the fifth largest dragon we will see in the show. The egg of the dragon was actually put in the cradle of Alicent Targaryen, who would later claim Silverwing as her mount. Alicent was the wife of King Jaehaerys Targaryen, the old king. After Alicent's death, the dragon remained riderless until the Dragonseed Project came about, and Ulf White would claim the dragon and ride it during the Dance of the Dragons. The next dragon was a female and is called Dreamfire. Its scales were a pale blue with silver markings. Dreamfire was born around 32 AC, making it almost 100 years old when the Dance of the Dragons starts. Dreamfire is described as being a slender dragon, but is still the 6th largest dragon we will see in the show. The dragon was initially ridden by Rhaenyra Targaryen. During the time period of the show, the she-dragon will be ridden by Helaena Targaryen, who is the daughter of King Viserys Targaryen and Queen Alicent Hightower. The next dragon is Caraxes, also known as the Bloodworm because of its red scales. Caraxes will be the 7th largest dragon we will see in House of the Dragon. Caraxes is described as being about half the size of Vhagar. It is not said when the dragon was born, but Aemon Targaryen was the first to claim Caraxes as his mount in 72 AC, so the dragon is at least 60 years old. Caraxes was one of the fiercest dragons of the new generation, so the dragons that came after Balerion, Vhagar, and Meraxes. The dragon is also battle-tested, being a veteran of many wars, most notably the 4th Dornish War. There is more, but we're probably going to see those in the show. As I said, Aemon Targaryen was its initial rider. During the show, Daemon Targaryen will be riding the beast. Daemon Targaryen, also known as the Rogue Prince, is the younger brother of King Viserys. The next dragon is a female, and her name is Meleys. Also known as the Red Queen, Meleys has scarlet red scales and a pink membrane for her wings. It is not said when the dragon was born, but it was first claimed by Alicent Targaryen in 77 AC. By the time the Dance of the Dragon starts, Meleys is described as being old but cunning, and no stranger to battle. I would guess around 60 to 70 years old. She will be the 8th largest dragon we will see in the show. In House of the Dragon, Rhaenys Targaryen will be the rider for this dragon. Rhaenys is King Viserys Targaryen's cousin and Corlys Velarion's wife. The next dragon is Syrax, who is a female dragon. She is named after a goddess of Valyria. Her scales are yellow in color. It is not said how old the dragon is, but Syrax was first mounted by Rhaenyra Targaryen in 104 AC. She was actually the one who named her, so Syrax is probably like 40 to 50 years old when the show takes place. The dragon will be the 9th largest dragon we will see in the show. Syrax has only had one rider, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, and she will be riding Syrax when the show takes place. Rhaenyra Targaryen is the firstborn child of King Viserys Targaryen and Aemma Arryn, who is his first wife. The next one is a male dragon named Sunfire. Sunfire is on the younger side. It is not stated when the dragon was born, but its first rider was in 120 AC. With it being so young, it is also on the smaller side, being the 10th largest dragon. Sunfire has gleaming golden scales with pink web membranes. It is said that Sunfire was one of the most beautiful dragons in the known world. Sunfire has only had one rider, and it's during the time of the show. Prince Aegon Targaryen was his rider. Aegon is the firstborn son of King Viserys and Queen Alicent Hightower. The next dragon is named Grey Ghost. The small folk gave the dragon this name because of how rarely they would see the beast. Its scales are a pale gray color. This is the last of the wild dragons that live on Dragonstone. There's not a whole lot of info on this dragon, nothing about its birth or any riders, so it's hard to say how big it is, but it will be in the show. The next dragon is Tessarion, also known as the Blue Queen. Her wings were a dark cobalt, and scales on her belly were a copper color. Her flame was even a cobalt color. The dragon was born around 120 AC, so she is also one of the younger dragons we will see in the show. Though the dragon is of age to be ridden and fight, she will be about the 11th largest dragon we will see in the show. Prince Daemon Targaryen is her rider in the show. Daemon Targaryen is the son of King Viserys Targaryen and Queen Alicent Hightower. The next dragon is called Sea Smoke. The dragon is a pale silver gray color. It is about the same size as Tessarion, so it's probably about the same age. So Sea Smoke will be about the 12th biggest dragon we will see in the show. The rider who will be riding it in the show is Laenor Velaryon. Laenor is the son of Corlys Velaryon and Rhaenys Targaryen, and is the husband of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. The next dragon is called Vermax, who is a male dragon. Jacaerys Velaryon, who the dragon is bonded with, was given the egg when he was a kid and it hatched. Jacaerys was born in 114 AC, so the dragon has to be younger than him. So the dragon could be in its early teens when the Dance of the Dragon starts. When the dance does start, Vermax is just big enough to ride. He is going to be about the 13th largest dragon we will see in the show. As I said, Jacaerys Velaryon is his rider. He is the son of Rhaenyra Targaryen and Laenor Velaryon. The next dragon is called Arrax. Like Vermax, the egg was given to a child when they were young and it hatched, and the dragon bonded with said child. Arrax is bonded with Lucerys Velaryon. So also, like Vermax, the dragon is very young. It was just mature enough to be ridden by the time of the Civil War. Arrax will be about the 14th largest dragon we will see in the show. Lucerys Velaryon is the dragon's rider. He is the son of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen and Laenor Velaryon. The next dragon is Tyraxes, and like the last two dragons, has the same story: egg, child, hatched, bonded. The dragon bonded with Joffrey Velaryon, the son of Rhaenyra Targaryen and Laenor Velaryon. Tyraxes was just big enough to carry riders by the time of the Civil War, but was not big enough for combat. This will be about the 15th largest dragon we will see in the show. Those are pretty much most of the dragons we will see in the show, at least the ones that can have riders. So are you excited for House of the Dragon? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more House of the Dragon content, please subscribe and like the video. Also check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.
Remember blood.